In this class, we are going to learn how to upload a file to UCM. Also, we will try to see how to download the file from the UCM. But in this class, we will cover this concept, that is how to upload a file to UCM. Suppose in your project, if you are having a requirement wherein you have to upload a file to some repository, you can make use of OCI object storage. But if you are not having object storage license of you, or if you don't want to use the object storage and if you want to just store the files in Fusion UCM, then we can use this method. So what I will do is, first I will demonstrate the use case. What I will do is, I will first of all upload a file. So this you can relate to any of the files, need not be a text file. You can relate it to any binary file like the PDF, Excel file, so on and so forth things. I have created few parameters over here in which attribute 1, 2 are not required. Then I have to pass the name. In your case, you might be getting those details from a FTP server and so on and so forth thing. But for simplicity purpose, what I am doing is I am writing the content as a text file. This is a sample test file created for learning purpose. So one thing is you have to supply the name, another is a file content. If you are not passing the text file, you can just pass the binary file as well. Clicking on run, what this integration will do is it will upload the file to a UCM server which comes in your Fusion instance inbuilt. So you don't have to have any other license for UCM. So in response, we will get the document ID. With the help of this document ID, we will be uniquely referring to that particular file when we download. Now this demonstration, we had seen how to upload the file to a UCM and get a document ID for that file. Now if I click on download, let me just run. Go to the body. Here we just need to send the document ID. Let me just remove all other attributes if it is confusing. So when we upload a file, we will get a document ID that we need to pass over here. When we click on run, in our case, we had uploaded the text file. I am seeing the text file. That is, whatever I had entered in the file, we are getting the same. So in your case, it not be the same case. You might not enter something in the request and upload. You might be getting some binary file in FTP server and you have to upload the same into the UCM as a loop in your integration. All those things you can achieve. So before walking through the integration code, you have to create a HCM connection. If you are using a ERP or HCM connection, that is also fine. In both the adapters, you will have this UCM upload functionality. So I'm not going into the connections tab and show you how to do. Just you have to provide your Fusion URL and the username password. This is a very simple integration which I have created. In this integration is exposed over a REST protocol. In the request, that is for the upload file to UCM, I have provided few parameters to accept the file name and the file content. Next, main thing is we have to consume our HCM connection over here. Let me just show you in the edit view over here. Click on next. Here you have to select send file to HCM cloud. This function you have to select. Click on continue. Next, from here you have to select FA Fusion import export and then you have to select this SCM. As we are making use of SCM adapter, if you are using the SCM, then you can use the SCM. Suppose if you want to encrypt the file with the help of PGP, then you can do the same. Click on continue. So whatever is your selection, it will show over here in the summary tab. Just click on cancel. In your case, you have to click on finish. So as I told, this send file to UCM operation will accept those many parameters. Now if you want to send the doc author, doc type, so and so forth things, you can send. In our use case, we are just sending the name of the file and the file reference. As we are entering the text in the input request, what I am trying to do over here is I am making use of few functions in order to convert our plain text first to a base 64 content, then base 64 I am converting it to a reference so that we can map it to a file reference. Suppose if you are looping over some FTP directory and getting the file from the FTP server, you don't have to do those things. You will already get this string reference you can map over here in a loop. So all the files you can upload to your UCM server. So this is the way you have to upload your file to UCM server with the help of Oracle integration with just few simple steps. And in the mapper, whatever document ID we will get in the response, that we am passing back to the integration consumer. Here if you see, in the response we will get the document ID and other things also we will get, but our focus is on document ID because when we make use of download operation in HCM connection, it is asking just the document ID. So that's enough if we store this document ID. In our next class, we will walk you through the download file from UCM integration.